they'll take this.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Room here to run. Fights through it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. On fourth down, Aaron Sipos on to punt for Philadelphia. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And to the total of Josh Sweat, who surprised many with Pro Bowl season 2021, but he certainly earned it, a career-high 11 sacks.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week. You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end. Got it. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I got to kick into that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cowboys 7, Eagles 0.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown. Great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter. If it's another big guy, you might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Prescott on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On second down, it's Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Here's a diving catch right side. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Penny, a first down carry.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing his Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott down. across midfield inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They toss it down to Pollard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
You have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down.
Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
coming up and making the big-time play.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Penny up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. Nice move at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 9. Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
I'm trying to lift up with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 5-yard loss there as he bring up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And his
kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a quick throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Play action now, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Pressure from multiple guys here as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I'd say just a great play action. That's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 coming up. Prescott now on 2nd down. Keeps himself upright. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Down the right sideline. How about this? DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. 39 to 13.
kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. His son Reddick in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Now Dak. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but